You little whore! Who do you think you are? I swear to God, I will never give up. I will never lose to a bimbo like yourself. Excuse me? Who is this? Don't play dumb. I'm no fool. I know you're having an affair with my husband. I know he's not being faithful to me, and I know that you're the root cause. Regardless of what you're doing with him, let's be clear. I am his wife. He belongs to me. I will never forgive you. I will never back down, and I will never give up. You think that just because you're young you can get away with this? You will be sorry. Excuse me? I'm sorry. I have no idea what you're talking about. Again, may I ask who this is? I think you have the wrong number. I am the wife of the man you are having an affair with. Or shall I say, the married man you're sleeping with. Wait just a minute. What are you even talking about? I am not sleeping with any married man. I have no idea what you're talking about. You can say whatever you want to try to wiggle your way out of this, but I will nail you down for this, and you will be held accountable. I wasn't born yesterday, little lady. You can't play dumb with me. Mark my words. I am not losing to some bimbo whose resume consists solely of the fact that she is young. I am not losing to such a hussy like that. It's obvious you got involved with him just to get his money, but let me be clear, there is no way I'm getting divorced. So there goes your plan. You think you're gonna get what you want? You are so wrong, and you'll be so sorry you even tried. Again, I have no clue what you're talking about. Please, leave me alone. I have nothing to say to you, and I certainly have nothing to do with you. I will not lose. You're not getting your way, and you will regret ever having set foot into my life. Mark my words.
Hi, Sophia. How are you doing? I figured it was around the time that you would be getting off the plane, so I wanted to check in with you. How are you doing?
Hi, Matthew. Thank you for checking in with me. I wanted to thank you again for contacting me regarding my father. I really appreciate it. I feel awful that I haven't been able to contribute to making funeral arrangements or anything else that needs to get done. I'm sorry, it's all fallen on your shoulders.
Oh, please, no need to apologize. I'm sorry for such a sudden loss. The least I can do is step in and help where I can. It's perfectly fine, so please, don't worry about it. Especially given that you've had to make the arrangements necessary to return from overseas so suddenly. I'm sure you've had a lot on your plate too. Where are you now? Are you still at the airport? How was your flight?
Thanks for asking. My flight went smooth. I just left the airport, actually. I just got on the train and I'm heading your way now.
Okay, glad to hear. So you should be here in about an hour or so?
I was going to leave my luggage at the front desk of the hotel, then head to the funeral home, so it will likely take a little more time.
Oh, I didn't realize you had booked a hotel. So you're not staying at the house? It's your family home. I'm surprised you didn't just plan on staying there.
No, I don't want your mother to have to worry about anything. I'm essentially a house guest, and I'm sure Elise has enough going on. Unfortunately, I haven't had the opportunity to get to know Elise very well since my father and her got married 2 years ago, since I've been assigned to my position in Paris. With a pandemic and everything else going on the past few years, I wasn't able to come back to the States to spend time with them, so I'm afraid I don't know her very well.
That's true. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, when I mentioned it to my mom that you and I had run into each other at work, she had a very mixed reaction to it.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. We've literally never communicated in the time my father has been with her.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel awkward or anything.
No, please, don't worry about it. It is what it is.
Oh, and one more thing. I have to drive to the train station to pick up the family members coming in from out of town. I think your uncle, your aunt, and 2 of your cousins. Which means I may not be around when you get to the funeral home. I was hoping to be there when you met your mom for the first time, but unfortunately the timing may not line up.
Oh, please don't worry about it. I'm sure it'll be okay. My dad shared lots of photos of him and Elise, so I know what she looks like. I'm sure there will be no problem. I will introduce myself when I get there.
Okay, it's just that I have to warn you. My mother has what one would easily refer to as a difficult personality. She's not the friendliest person on earth. It's difficult sometimes for me, as her son, to deal with her. With your father passing, it's like she's easily 10 times worse than she usually is. If there's any indication she may not be in a good mood, I recommend just a quick introduction and not much else. Once I'm back at the funeral home, I will make sure you have a chance to talk to her some more, but I feel like it would be best if I'm there to act as a buffer.
Understood. And I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much.
Again, I don't mean to put you in an awkward place or anything like that. I just want to prepare you for what you're potentially walking into. Thanks for being so understanding.
Hey, you whore! What the hell do you think you're doing here? What makes you think you have the right to be here? This is unbelievable. You seriously think you deserve to be here? You're nothing but a bottom feeder. Excuse me? Is this the person that sent me some random texts a while back? Random? Oh, now you have the nerve to think this is random. Random is what you are, showing up here like you belong here. You are my husband's affair partner. What gives you the right to parade yourself at my husband's funeral? What? Affair partner? You mean a mistress? Oh, not this again. I honestly have no clue what you're talking about. I think you have the wrong person. You have no right to show up at my husband's wake or funeral. You're his plaything, a nothing, and on top of that, you're a garbage human. You have absolutely no right. Your husband? Wait, is this Elise? Are you Elise? Are you the one that shoved me and kicked me out of the funeral home a little while ago? Yes it is, and I had every right to do what I did. You are such a disrespectful, inappropriate tramp. I wasn't born yesterday, you know. I know what you're after. You got involved with my husband because you wanted to get your grubby little paws on his wealth. I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm Sophia. I'm no fool. I know who you are. I know your name. What? Then why are you being so horrible to me? I don't understand. I saw your name in my husband's phone, so I grabbed your number from his phone. That's how I was able to call you out on the fact that you were having an affair with my husband. Is that what those previous texts were about? This is unbelievable. I know we both got married later in life. This wasn't the first marriage for either of us. But I can't believe he stepped out on the marriage with some young tart in 2 years. Then he has to go and collapse and die just when I was planning on telling him and I knew about his affair. What are the chances? He got off easy if you ask me. I can't even tell if that was good luck or bad luck. It's most certainly bad luck for me. Now I have to clean up after the mess he left, including his whore affair partner? Excuse me, but I am his daughter. Huh? What are you talking about? You know, your husband, the man who collapsed and died? I am his daughter, Sophia. No, you're not his daughter. Don't even try me like that. I am not in the mood to play mind games right now. Don't try to fool me. His daughter's name is not Sophia. You're willing to tell such a stupid and transparent lie to try to get your hands on his money. What kind of person are you? You're so greedy. Don't you even have an ounce of decency? What am I saying? I probably shouldn't expect anything from someone who's willing to sleep with a married man. It's a waste of my time and energy. Seriously, I don't know how else to tell you this. I am his wife, and as such, I will take all of his money. Everyone else just needs to go the hell away. Shoo! Is that all you care about? His money? My father died, and you won't even give me the opportunity to grieve him? You wouldn't even let me set foot in the funeral home for his wake. I haven't even seen him yet. My God, you're so thick-skulled and dumb. Still sticking to that lame lie, huh? Oh, and it sounds like you know my son, too. He told me he ran into you at work function a while back and that the two of you talked a little bit. Awfully crafty of you to try to get at my money through my son, too. But let me tell you, it's not gonna happen. This is all going to blow up in your face, so why don't you just disappear already, you whore? Oh, and don't worry, you'll be hearing from me again when my lawyer goes after you for damages for wrecking my marriage.
Hi, Sophia. Where are you? Is everything okay? I just got back to the funeral home and I didn't see you anywhere, so I'm wondering where you are. Have you made it here yet? Is everything okay? Did something happen at the hotel? I wanted to talk to you when I got back. Your uncle told me something in the car you really need to hear. I wanted to make sure you heard it too. Where are you now? Have you been here yet?
Hey, Matthew. I'm okay, I think. Actually, I made it to the funeral home about half an hour ago, but as soon as she saw me, your mother flipped out and wouldn't let me in past the front door.
What? Oh no. I'm sorry that she was being so difficult. What happened?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. It seems she thinks I am my father's mistress or something.
Wait, what? Mistress? She thinks you're his affair partner? Oh, that doesn't even make any sense. Did you explain to her that you are his daughter?
I said I am his daughter, Sophia, but she didn't believe me, saying his daughter's name is different. I mean, how do I respond to that? I'm at a total loss here. I'm at the 7-Eleven around the corner for now. I wanted to get away and try to figure out what the heck is going on.
Oh my god, I feel terrible. I knew I needed to be here when you got here. I am so sorry I wasn't here to help you. What happened?
Your mother screamed at me in front of everyone else, telling me I won't see any of my father's money.
Money? What is she talking about?
I mean, he did run a few businesses, so I imagine he left some sort of wealth behind. I'm sure that's what she was yelling about.
Oh my god, I am so embarrassed. I am so sorry. I have no idea why she's going off on you about something like that. But speaking of your father's money, your uncle would like to speak to you before the wake starts. I would have to say it's pretty urgent and you really need to hear what he has to say.
My uncle wants to talk to me? I haven't talked to him or seen him in ages.
I know, but I think it's really important that you speak to him right away. Can you please just come back so you guys can talk? I'll ask the funeral director to let you have a private room so that you can have a quiet place for the conversation. And don't worry about my mom. I'll take care of it and make sure she doesn't get in your way.
Okay, it sounds pretty important. I will start making my way back. I should be there in about 10 minutes. What in the fresh hell is going on right now? Who do you think you are? First, I'm told by the funeral director that I'm no longer representing the family at the funeral, and now you're telling me you're my husband's daughter? That's exactly what I've been telling you this entire time. That doesn't even make sense. His lock screen was a photo, and it was a picture of the two of you, and it said Sophia on it. What's so odd about a father using a photo with his only daughter as the lock screen on his phone? But anytime he talked about his daughter, he referred to her as Fifi. His daughter's name is Fifi, not Sophia. So I don't even know who you think you are. If you're saying you're Sophia, that's not his daughter's name. It sounds more like an affair partner to me. Fifi is what my father used to call me. He's the only person in the world that calls me that. What? What are you talking about? My mother, who passed away 12 years ago, was named Isabella, and my father always called her Bibi. Again, he was the only person in the world to call her that. When my mother passed away, he gave me a nickname similar to what he used to call my mother. I guess it made him feel better to call me by a nickname, similar to what he called my mother by. He got Fifi from Sophia, just like he got Bibi from Isabella. How do those nicknames even make sense? They're not normal. How was I supposed to know that was a nickname? What do you want me to say? That is, in fact, what my father used to call me. I have no idea how he referenced me when he was talking about me to you. Only you would know that. Wait, so are you saying when Matthew told me he ran into Sophia at work, he wasn't telling me he had an encounter with my husband's affair partner? No, he was telling you that he ran into his stepsister. That's what he meant by that? Things were quite chaotic yesterday, so I wasn't able to fully explain everything until just now. It is fair to say that the gross misunderstanding has now been resolved? I suppose so. If that's the case, I mean, things got out of hand, but I guess it was just a misunderstanding. So I suppose I can forgive you for that. I mean, I think we need to move forward from this, especially since you and I are going to have to sit down and go over his estate as the two people entitled to the inheritance. Elise, about that, there is no estate. My father didn't leave anything behind. Huh? That can't be. He owned multiple businesses. He owned property. He was wealthy when I met him. Or more accurately, my father did not leave you 1 cent of his wealth. That, of course, is according to the will he left behind. What will? There's a will? I don't know anything about a will. What are you talking about now? He didn't leave a will, which means legally, as his wife, I'm entitled to inherit his estate. Well, with regard to that, Elise, you divorced my father about 2 weeks ago, didn't you? What? Divorce? You know how close my father was to his brother, that he confided in his brother about everything. My uncle was the only one who knew about the divorce. My father was planning on telling me, but then he collapsed and passed away. My uncle told me everything last night, right before the wake, which is why the funeral director switched the family representative to me right before the funeral. What? Elise, do you not recall giving my father a signed divorce agreement? Wait a minute, that was nothing. I was convinced he was cheating on me, and I grilled him about it, but he refused to talk. So I got angry and frustrated. So I had my lawyer friend draft a divorce agreement, and I signed it and threw it in his face. I didn't think he actually turned it in. That was just an expression of my anger and frustration. That wasn't a real thing. I mean, I did have an attorney draft it and go over it, and I did sign it, but I wanted your dad to see how seriously pissed off I was that he was cheating on me. So you mutually agreed to the divorce, correct? Wait just a minute. I didn't mean it. It was more like a gesture. I wanted him to know how angry I was. He wouldn't admit anything to me, so I needed to take a drastic step to try and get him to talk. But you did, in fact, have a divorce agreement drafted by an attorney and signed it before you gave it to my father, correct? My father agreed to the terms, so he also signed it and submitted it to the court, and it was accepted and officially filed about 2 weeks ago. I'd say the divorce is official, given the circumstances. But wait, you can't do this to me. That was just a gesture. I was trying to show him how serious I was. You can say whatever you want now. It doesn't change the fact that you signed a legal document agreeing to the divorce, which was approved by the court. The divorce is official. No, it can't be. I take it back. I wasn't that serious. I'll say it again. The divorce is official. No, this can't be real. How am I supposed to pay back all my loans now? What? Loans? What are you talking about? Your dad used to take me on fancy dates when we first met, so I thought that if we got married, he would spend lavishly on me, but it turned out he was so stingy and super conservative with his spending. When I thought he was having an affair, I thought sticking him with divorce papers and getting him to admit to the affair would force him to pay me more alimony for cheating on me. But then he had to go and drop dead. So I figured I would inherit some money and that would take care of everything. But it turns out his affair partner was his daughter. What am I supposed to do now? And now you're telling me the divorce went through right before he died? I didn't even include the cheating in the papers. I was going to argue that in court. My attorney said there wasn't enough evidence to include the affair as grounds for divorce, so it wasn't included. God, how can I be so unlucky? What did I ever do to deserve any of this? I get so close to making the big bucks and something gets in the way every single time. What am I supposed to do now?
Mom, I am so disgusted. I am beyond disappointed. I don't even know what to say to you.
Matthew, what are you saying, honey?
This is the first I'm hearing about your loans. You should have talked to me if you were in some kind of financial trouble. I mean, it does depend on what the loans were for and everything, but don't you think that you should have asked me first? Your son for help?
But Matthew, I was embarrassed, and I thought I had things under control and that the loans would be taken care of. I had plans for dealing with them.
To be perfectly honest, I am so disgusted with you and your behavior. I don't even want to help you anymore.
What? No, Matthew, wait. I am your mother.
I was standing next to Sophia, looking over her shoulder as you had that last text exchange with her. I always knew you were difficult. I always knew that you weren't up to much good, but I always loved you. You're my mother after all. But I never imagined that you were so conniving. You're so deceitful. You're so conceited. I am shocked and appalled by the words that came out of you in that exchange. I don't even know what to say or what to think. It is so shocking to find out your own mother is so heartless.
Matthew, wait.
It is official. I'm cutting all ties with you. Moving forward, I want absolutely nothing to do with you. I am no longer your son.
What?
I've already made plans to move out of the apartment I'm living in right now. I just talked to my landlord and explained the situation, and he was very understanding and sympathetic. He's letting me out of the lease effective at the end of the month. I'm moving into a new place, and you will not have my address. You will no longer know where I live. I am also changing my number. Oh, and one more thing. I already reached out to my friend who's an attorney and explained the situation. He's gonna make sure I don't get saddled with any of your loans after you croak.
Matthew, what are you talking about? I am your mother. You can't drop me like I'm yesterday's trash. I never taught my son to speak to his mother this way. Don't you dare say such inappropriate things to me.
Oh, you want to talk about inappropriate things? Who was it that caused a scene over absolutely nothing at the wake? Who was it that accused the deceased's daughter of being his affair partner?
But that was a misunderstanding, an honest mistake. Everyone makes mistakes, Matthew, and I was having a hard time. I just lost my husband.
You can say whatever you want. I have already made up my mind. Anyways, good luck with your life. Goodbye forever.
Elise insisted that she was entitled to the house she lived in with my father, which was the family home I grew up in. She decided squatting was the way to get what she wanted and refused to move out. It appears her plan was to sell the house and use that money to pay back her numerous loans, which, it turns out, was for designer bags, shoes, clothes, and of course, gambling. Imagine the shock she felt when she realized that my father never owned that house, and that it was a rental all these years. The landlord told her she could continue to live there so long as she paid the $7,000 in rent every month, just like my father had done. When she was told that, Elise went pale and fell to her knees, not knowing what to do about her enormous loans, realizing that she had no way of cashing in on my father's death. As move-out day approached, neighbors saw her being taken away by some bad-looking big guys, after which no one has been able to get in touch with her. Her son Matthew seems relieved that he no longer has any connection to his problematic mother. After years of being put in difficult situations due to her behavior, this was the last straw for him. When I saw him recently, his expression was that of relief, like a huge weight had been lifted off of him. We talked, but he did not mention his mother, and I did not bring her up. It turns out that we will have more opportunities to work together, which I am really looking forward to. We will continue to build our relationship both personally and professionally in a cooperative, supportive way. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.